Hello guys, hello guys. Hello guys, hello guys. Hello guys. Hello. Hello guys. Welcome to this month edition of AMA session. To this edition with great things that we are meant to expect. Great questions that are going to be answered, and great replies we are going to receive, and great things we are going to learn. Welcome guys. Welcome to this month edition. Welcome everyone. Welcome. You can share this live. You can also like the live as it's going on. You can share the live as it's going on. You can also like the live as it's going on. Welcome everyone. Welcome guys. Welcome guys. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Welcome guys. Welcome everyone. Welcome guys. Welcome everyone. Welcome guys. Don't forget to like this live to push out the algorithm to more people so they can see it, and don't forget to share this live. Share the link so everyone can join this live. And don't forget, this is an AMA session. This is Ask Me Anything About the Talking Drum. This is the March edition, so you can just ask anything about the talking drum, any question you have. Welcome sir, welcome Dafidi, welcome Mercy, welcome everyone, welcome. So any questions you just have, try to please just ask your questions. I'm here for you. Just ask your questions. Any questions you have, I'm here for you to answer everything. Yeah, when we finish this one, we're going to do another one again. We'll do the April edition, we'll do the May edition. We're still going to have the June edition, July edition, the August edition, September edition, the October edition, and the November edition, and also the December edition. So just ask your question, guys. I'm waiting for your questions. You can just ask your questions. I'm just trying to do a warm-up, so you can just ask your questions. Any questions you have, you can ask it, and I'm going to do justice to them by the grace of God. Thank you. Thank you, Ayodafidi, for showing. Thank you, Mercy, for the support. Thank you much. Thank you, Ayodafidi, for the support as well. So just ask your questions. Ask your questions, please. Yeah, so you said when is the best time to solo play Alujo and Owi? Okay. To answer this your question, the first thing you just meant is when you want to solo. What solo simply means is playing what you feel. That's the simple definition of soloing. you're just playing what you feel. So when you want to, you are just using proverbs to say a lot of things. Let me say the song they sang is related to something like praising God. Then you just tend to say a lot of things with your talking drum, whereby you just praise God, a lot of things like Ọlọ́run ọba ìbà, Ọlọ́run ọba ìbà, ìbà bàbá mi. That's for soloing. So you're asking the best time to do all these things. What you're meant to is the best time you can do all this what's the name, the solo of a thing, is when you hear a song that tends to give you space for something like that. Now what do I mean with this? For example, you hear something like, it depends though, you hear something like Ijó ni májẹ̀mú mi, ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ n jó. Some people can play alujo to this song I just sang just now, and some people can play owe, some people can play anything. But what you are meant to know is soloing tends to always come after there is a song that tends to give you chance for that. It's not like it's just every time it tends to, like, you tend to solo. But when you hear songs that deserves something like that, you can. Please, those of you that are joining, you can like this, you can like this live, you can like the live, so other people can see the live and it can boost the algorithm. Now, for alujo, we all know when we hear songs, you have to play alujo. Now, it's not every time. For example, now the sequence I'm playing, you can see the sequence I'm playing now underneath. Let me say a song is going underneath like Alágbára lọ́lọ́run mi. This song has its own alujo, but when this kind of song is playing now and you are playing a rhythm before, it's not a must you change the rhythm and start playing another alujo. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but the best time to solo is when you see the chance, and when it is the right time, you are going to know yourself, because it's not every time you just tend to solo. Know that for a fact. It's not every time you just meant to solo. There are times you are meant to solo. It's not every time. Now for the owe, to be honest, it tends to always come with 6-8 beats a lot. Owe, when you hear owe, it tends to diverge to this 6-8 beats of a lot. So just try to make sure you are conversant of what they are singing. Try to always listen. As a talking drummer, you have to be able to have the capacity to be able to listen. You have to listen very well. So I don't know if I've answered them very well. Mercy. You guys can see your questions. You can send your questions. I'm waiting for your questions. You can send your questions. Have I been able to answer your question? Mercy. I've seen someone that I've seen someone that's making me just smile. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Shani Sachs. Welcome, my bro. Welcome. Thank you for this question. So I'm going to dive in right now. Can a go out of tune? And if yes, how do we get it back in tune? Okay, thanks. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for that question. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you, my bro. So for the talking drum, you're meant to know something. And what is that one thing? That one thing you're meant to know is everything, audio sound that is coming from the talking drum. The basic thing about the talking drum is the odo. This part in between is the odo. So if the odo is not a good one, don't expect a good tune from your talking drum. If the odo is bad, the drum will be bad. I'm not saying if this is a good audition for a bad odo, it will not sound. It will sound, but the tune will be different to a tune like that of my drum and other great talking drummers' drum. So you are meant to know that the odo is everything about the talking drum. When you want to get talking drum, make sure the odo is a very, very good one. The odo is the one they tend to call eleti meji. So pardon my Yoruba, they tend to always get somehow like, okay, let me share a secret. Let me share a secret on this live. Right? When you want to know if an odo is a great one, what you are meant to know is this. When I said eleti meji, what I meant was that the drum is going to, I don't know if you guys can see it very well. So you can see this odo, it is going to have a shape, like a shape in between. The shape is going to come in somehow, and it's going to show that in between, like this drum is covering the part I want to show you. But what you are meant to know is that the odo is going to be a tilu meji. It's not going to look tattered, it's going to be straight. It's going to make sense a lot. Like you can see the way this shape is, it's going to look like an hourglass shape, and it's going to make sense a lot. So apart from the odo as well, another thing that can be tune of your talking drum is the oshon. If there's a bad one, it can make the talking drum, to be honest, it can make the talking drum to not give you a good tune. You might be playing your talking drum and you'll be hearing all this. That's why you'll be hearing all this sound like some people, they tend to play their talking drum and you be immediately they press the letter tension chords, you tend to hear something like pion or something like that. So that's it. And if yes, how do we get it back in tune? It's simple. To get it back in tune, what you just have to do is you have to change the odo. If that's the main problem, you change the odo and you can use the oshon or the ogon and just change the awo. Or if it is the oshon that is the issue, you can change the oshon. I hope I've been able to answer your question, Mr. Shani Sachs. Thank you very much. If you have other questions, you can send them, please. You can send them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm glad you were able to understand my explanation. So if you have any other questions, you can send it to me, please. I'm waiting. You can send it. Any other question? Any other questions? Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Any other question, please? Any other question? Any other question? If you have any other question, please send it to me, please. Please. Any other question? Any other question? If you have any other question, please join it. Okay. How Mr. Tomiwa, do I structure my rehearsal as someone who is learning? Okay. How do you structure your rehearsal as someone who is just, let me try to get your question very well. How do I structure my rehearsal as a beginner? Let me just say as a novice, as someone that is starting. Okay, I have learned the basics and I can pick sounds with my ear, but how do I play these songs? Okay, that's the second question. But let me just answer your first question. The first question is, how do I structure my rehearsal as someone who is learning? So how you structure your rehearsal as someone who is learning is simple. I made a video on this question you asked back in, was it 2022? Maybe 2022 or 2021. So the explanation I gave back then was that what you have to do is always learn. I gave this explanation to Messi too. It seems the last live session or something. So always learn one away per day. No, it seems it was not Messi. Maybe it was my student. So as a beginner, just try to how do I put it? If your focus is alujo, learn one alujo per day. Learn one alujo for one day. If that's your focus, so like if it's alujo, you know that you want to know throughout that week, learn one alujo for one day. The second day, you pick up another alujo. Let me say, for example, the first alujo, to be honest, as a beginner, don't try to rush things. There are some alujo that are bad for you, to be honest. Let me say this kind of alujo. Now, for your right hand and for your left arm to be getting that at the same time, it will still be somehow difficult for you. So for someone that is learning, always make sure that you are using simple alujo to start, like to rehearse with simple alujo at first. You can start with so just start with something that is easy, but make sure that you are practicing one alujo, you are rehearsing one alujo per day. The next week in that month, you can be like, okay, I want to practice different rhythms. Now you pick one rhythm for one day. Say the rhythm you choose for the first day might be something like now for a beginner it might be hard for you to jab, so you just choose that as your project. Let me learn jabbing for Monday, and you start learning that jabbing. You just know that to jab is using your left arm and your right hand at the same time, and you just hit it at the same time. You hit the drum at the same time. So that's it. After the first question, that's all you have to. That's the simple trick. For the owe as well, you choose one owe per day for yourself. Now your second question, you said I have learned the basics and I can pick sounds with my ear, but how do I play to any songs? To be honest, if you want to play to any song, what you just have to know is always try to be on beat. That's the main thing. And those things you have been practicing, that's what you should play. Okay. Those things you have learned, always make sure that that's what you are playing. Don't try to go out from your jurisdiction. Like, try to go out from the main thing you know and start doing, let me go and play. Okay, I know that this is what they used to play for that one. Let me play that one. The one that you know is what you should play. Stick to that thing. If it's only one rhythm you know how to play, play that one rhythm. Okay, let us use example. For example, we have someone singing a song like I will exalt you, Lord, for thou hast lifted me above my enemies. The banner over me is love. And the rhythm that you know how to play is I will exalt you, Lord. Just be playing that one rhythm that you know how to play. Play it, but make sure that you are on beat. That's the main thing. Make sure you are on beat. Everything you'll be playing is going to make sense. Just make sure that you are on beat. Now for the question that you asked, you said presently I just rehearse any rhythm, but is that okay? Yeah, there's nothing bad with rehearsing anything. Just make sure you're trying to perfect it. That's the main thing. Just make sure you're trying to perfect it. So that's it. Have I been able to answer your question? Mr. Tomiwa? Have I been able to answer your question? You guys send in your questions. If you have any other question, you can send in your questions. I'm all yours. You can send in your questions. I'm going to answer all your questions. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Tommy. Okay, no issues. This is your phone. Okay. You can send in more questions. If you have any other questions, please send them in. Mercy, do you have any other questions? Mr. Sheni, do you have any other question? Okay, you don't get the part where I was explaining how you can play to any song. Okay. What you are meant to know is very, very simple. The first equation you have to solve when anybody singing, to be honest, the main things we play with the talking drum is live and warrow beat. High life and warrow beat. Now, high life and warrow beat, you already know it is 4/4 and 6/8. 4 and 6/8. Now, you want to play to any song. First, determine where this person playing first. You want to know the beat the person is using to play. If the person is singing ẹni Olúwa ṣe lóore, ẹ jẹ́ kó nawọ́ sókè, ó ṣe mí o, ó ṣe mí o. Now, know that it is possible for the person to play it on a high life beat and at the same time play it on a warrow beat. So you have to know the one that is singing first. Like, you have to know the beat the person is using. So if you now see that it is the warrow beat, then you start with your warrow beat. You can just enter with your rhythm, simple rhythm. Maybe like re mi mi re, or do re mi mi, ẹni Olúwa ṣe. Now you just have to know the beats the person is using to play. Once you know the beats the person is using to play what you know how to play yourself. And another thing I said was that don't try to do what you don't know how to do, so you will not make mistake. Do what you know how to do. Like, do the thing you have been practicing all this while. Do you understand? Just do the thing you have been practicing all this while. Okay, another question just came in. Mercy asked another question. She's asking, once you play for long hours, does your hand not pain you? Okay. Let me now answer that Mercy question. To be honest, there's something in life they tend to always call capacity. There's something in life they tend to always call capacity. And I'm sure we all know what is capacity. Capacity simply means your ability, like the main point you can reach. Let me say some people capacity is just 5 liters. Some people capacity is 1,000 liters. Some people capacity is 3,000 liters. Some people capacity is like 5,000, 10,000. So your capacity is different to my capacity. My capacity is different to another person's capacity, to another talking drummer capacity. That question now is going to, what the explanation I'm giving you now is going to make you understand this question. The first thing you're meant to know is, have you tried to rehearse for more than 1 hour before? That's the first thing. Have you rehearsed for more than 1 hour before? If you have never done it before and you play for 1 hour, maybe in a church or in a show or anywhere, your hand is going to pain you. You can, but there are some people that they will play for some people will play for 5 hours, they'll play for 10 hours and nothing will happen to them. They will not even feel it, anything like that. Do you understand? They will not feel anything and they'll be playing. They will play 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. It's not like they will not feel it, but the truth is just that, for example, now let me deviate. For example, Ayodafidi. I know Ayodafidi is this kind of person that he has a lot of experience. He has been playing talking drum now for, like, let me say, for almost 15 years, if I'm not mistaken. He would have been playing it for 20 years, if I'm not mistaken. And someone like me that have just played the talking drum for 6 years, because this will be my 7th year of playing the talking drum. So playing the talking drum for like 6 years, and you now have to compare me that I'm playing the talking drum for 6 years and someone that is playing the talking drum for 20 years. Now, that one does not mean that the person that is playing it for 6 years cannot last more than the person that is playing it for 20 years. That does not mean. That's where the capacity aspect came in. You have to know that if you build yourself very well, you'll be able to play for long hours. So Mercy, have I been able to answer your question? Mr. Tommy, you said, how does a talking drummer follow a drum set drummer, a drummer that he has not played with before? Okay. This question is very, very, very simple to answer. Very, very simple, because you have to know one thing. And what is that one thing? You have to know how to be able to adapt to any situation. Sometimes you see drummers that are better than you. Sometimes you see drummers that they have experience. To be honest, all those drummers, when you play with them, you will know that this one is what they call soft work, no stress. Even though what you are playing, you are just playing 2 alujo or 3 alujo, that person will utilify your 3 alujo as if it is 10 alujo you are playing. But when you now get to the aspect of playing with drum sets, like playing with a drummer that does not know anything about the talking drum, the main secret that I tend to always give everybody is that always tell your drummer, once your drummer does not know the alujo or the rhythm that you are playing, always tell the drummer to always play this simple rhythm with the drums. That's the snare, using the snare, and the person will be playing something like this. So that's the thing the drummer will be playing. Just tell the drummer to be playing snare, like pa. Even though the tempo is increasing, That's what the person will be playing. That's when you now have the freedom to play any other thing you want to play, or to do any stunts you want to pull, or to do anything you want to do. That's when you have that freedom. Just make your drummer to be playing with the snare, and you can play anything. You can play. But when the drummer is playing bang, 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 just make sure that the rhythm you are using is a rhythm that can push what you guys are playing. Now let me say the person is playing bang, 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 and you just have to enter with something like. Just know what you are playing is pushing everything. Do you understand? Do you understand, Mr. Tommy? So it means to be good, you rehearse rhythms away and play with beats too. Yeah. Another mistake some people tend to make is they don't, how do I put it? They don't use sequence to do their rehearsals. What sequence tends to help you do is that it tends to help you know if you are on beat. That's why I said you have to always know how to play on beat. If you are on beat, it simply means you can play with anybody, regardless who the person is. You can play with anybody, regardless who the person is. As far as you know how to follow sequence, you can play on beat, regardless who that singer is. You will play with the person perfectly. Even though it's only 3 alujo, you know, or 4 alujo, or 5 alujo, just be playing all those 3 alujo, 4 or 5 alujo that you know play very well, and you will play with that person perfectly. So that's it. Just learn to always create your schedules for rehearsals. Rehearse rhythms, rehearse alujo, rehearse uwe, rehearse alujo rhythm. Yeah, that's the 3 basic things I'm meant to always rehearse. Rehearse them, and there will be no issues. Do you understand? That's it. That's it, guys. Any other question? Any other question? Do you have any other question? Do we have any other question? Any other question? Mr. Tommy, have I been able to answer your question? Hope you understand everything I explained. Yeah, you're welcome, Mr. Tommy. Are you new to the channel? Are you new to this channel? Mr. Tommy, are you new to this channel? Mercy, do you have any other question? Mercy, do you have any other question? Are you new to the channel, Mr. Tommy? Or you have been a subscriber all this while? Do you have any question? Any other question, you can send them using the live chat. If you have any other question, you can send them using the live chat. This March edition is going well. I love all the questions that has been coming in. So do we have any other questions? Any other questions, you can just send me your questions. You can use the live chat and send me the questions. And don't forget to like this live. You can just cancel the live chat and like this session. Just like the session. Do you have any other question? Do you have any other questions? Okay, since there's no one sending question yet, let me vibe with my talking drum, with my drum. Do Do you have any other questions? You can send your questions if you have them. You can send your questions using the live chat, and don't forget to like this live session. Forget to like this live session so others can rewatch the recording. Send in your questions. Send in your questions. If it's still here, please send in your other questions. Send in your questions. If you have any questions, send them in, please. Yeah, so Mercy asked a question. She said sometimes when the audience seem to be stiff-necked, whereas I am using all my strength to play, how do I undo that? I've been there. I've been there, to be honest. I've been there. What I would just say is this. You see, playing that's a report. That's what card do. That's a report card. Because while you are playing, you try to look at your environment and see if people there are feeling what you are playing, or you are just playing like you're just playing your own. I understand what you're trying to say. But what you are also meant to know is that there is always need for process. There is always a need for process. There is always a need for process. The fact that all of them, they are just standing, they are still like, they are not dancing, they are not doing anything, it does not mean anything. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Keep going. Don't think about it at all. Keep going. Don't think about it. To be honest, keep going. You will be the same person that will start playing someday and everybody will just be shouting, hey, it might be just one Alujo you play and everybody will be shouting, hey, this, that, hey. Even though they don't know what you are playing, you just see them to be shouting. So what I'm just trying to explain to you is that regardless of how your audience are behaving, don't let that ever get to you. Just always put in your best. Now I'm not saying it's right for you to see everyone not dancing and you keep on playing your own like that. No. What you're just meant to know is that keep playing. I told you already, you cannot skip process. Keep playing. There will be a time, like I said, before you even just do, you will see like 5 people that shout, hey, that kind of stuff. So just take your time and follow process. Follow process. Follow the process. I've been there. I'm still there. Forget this one down. I'm still there. Not like there's nothing like I've been there. I've been there. Normal. I've been there and I'm still there. Because sometimes it's not everybody that tends to know the value of